This guide has been designed to help you farm Ultimate Freyna as efficiently as possible. Optimized routing is included, as well as general tips and tricks to minimize your time investment. Timestamps are provided in the description for quick referencing. With optimal play and average luck, expect to spend about 6 hours to acquire all of the required materials. This guide isn't suitable for new players. You should be comfortable with hard mode content before going for Ultimate Freyna. Being able to clear Deathstalker is almost mandatory, but not strictly. 3 of the 4 components we're going to farm are from Colossi. The other one is going to come from an outpost into a Void Fusion Reactor. Let's look at that drop first, Freyna's Enhanced Cells. New patterns from the latest patch allow you to gather Ultimate Freyna's Enhanced Cells from 63, 83, and 119, variant AB. All have the same blueprint drop rate of 10%. I opted for 63 since the Void boss for 83 tends to glitch out on me. Either of these outposts are fine. Make sure you use Sharon, since the variant only drops if you camouflage with her. If you're unfamiliar with this mechanic, watch my video on Sharon, reactors, and void fragments linked in the description. You'll need to clear the outpost an average of 40 times to gather 10 patterns to be on drop rate. Including kill time, expect this to take about 70 minutes with average luck. If you have a bunch of shape stabilizers, it might be an idea to use them here. The remaining 3 blueprints you'll gather from infiltrations. All of them can be opened on the new Colossus. But if you're not up to him yet, you can open them on earlier bosses. Run 250% on all infiltrations, but if the 400% version is available that day, I'd get my patterns from that instead. It's more XP and better drops, and in most instances, quicker and less annoying. For Ultimate Freyna's Spiral Catalyst, go for pattern 79 variant AB. This is from the Shelter. Make sure you switch to Reward 2 on the mission menu. I'd recommend grouping to make the first hand-in mechanic quicker. But if you're too quick, you'll be slightly shy of the required score to guarantee a second pattern. 5-minute runs are easily doable, and you'll need 10 in total to be on drop rate. Let's say it'll take you about 30 minutes to gather these. You'll have the choice of opening 79 AB on Devourer or Deathstalker. You may wish to blitz them out in 10 minutes on Devourer, or go for, say, 5-minute fights each on Deathstalker. Deathstalker also drops the materials for the new weapon, and it's a challenge, so I'll assume that you go for that, and all in all it's going to take you about 60 minutes for 10 clears, or 90 minutes in total to get the Spiral Catalyst. For Ultimate Freyna Stabilizer, go for pattern 97 variant AB. This is from the Caligo. Make sure you switch to Reward 2 on the mission menu. I ran this on the 400% version, but it's fine in the 250% too. Sadly, this is a 6% drop, so to be on rate, we're looking at 17 runs. Assuming a pattern every 3 minutes, this will equal an hour of running, give or take. You have the choice of opening 97 AB on Swamp Walker or Deathstalker. As with the Catalyst, I think Deathstalker is the right option, especially as people get better at the fight. Even 5 minutes on average would mean that in total, cracking 17 patterns should take you about 90 minutes. For Ultimate Freyna's Code, go for pattern 67 variant AB. This is from the Forgottense. Not to sound like a broken record, but make sure you switch to Reward 2 on the mission menu, and if you can get the 400% option, do it over the 250%. The standard version has this annoying part where mobs spawn around a corner, and it really just sucks. Let's assume an hour to get 17 patterns, and then your choice of either Dead Bride or Deathstalker. It's another 6% drop, so 90 minutes on Deathstalker should be how long it takes you. There are a few drops outside of the blueprints that are worth mentioning. For highly concentrated energy residue, I went in and out of Starfall Road in Hagios. There are only 2 spawn locations here, and they're both quite close to the portal. Other areas in Hagios were really poor for some reason, so I eventually decided to hop back and forth into private instances to gather these. For Compound Carbon Activator, I ended up going to Mystery's End. It's either that or Biolab. I recommend completing the infiltration now that it also provides 4 additional compound carbon activators. For Polyatomic Ion Particle, you can farm Command Relay in Fortress Frozen Valley. Optimally, you just kill the boss and then reset, but you might want to be lazy and clear the whole thing. This is the same drop that's used for energy activators. My main general tip is not to overfarm any particular pattern. You might want to do, say, 6 runs of each infiltration and then crack open the patterns immediately after in one big go. If you farm 20 patterns of a particular type and you get your drop on the first one, you now have 19 patterns that don't really have much value to you. It's better to invest the time into farming others. If you are ahead of the curve with clear speeds and damage, an average player should be able to acquire Ultimate Freyna's pieces within about 6 hours of focused farming. There are other drop options, but they're all strictly worse in terms of time investment, so unless you can't kill Deathstalker yet, I'd follow my exact route. Anyway, let me know in the comments how lucky or unlucky you got farming Ultimate Freyna. Thanks, and remember to subscribe for more TFD content in future.